This was me at my heaviest, roughly 260 pounds. I wasn't very happy with myself, I didn't look or feel good, and I had no confidence in myself. This is me today, 198 pounds. I'm so much happier in myself, I feel great, and I think I look good too. Since I've lost so much weight, a lot of people have DM'd me and asked me to make a video talking about how I did my weight loss. So finally, here it is. My name is Hassan, and I'm gonna show you how I lost 62 pounds to change my life around for the better and how you can do the same. Now, this video will be split into chapters, which you can find down below. The first few chapters will be talking about what you can implement and what I did to lose weight. And the last chapter of this video will be a very personal one, talking about my story and how my weight loss journey started. Chapter 1. The gym. Now, it is 100% possible to lose weight without having to go to a gym. But as I was losing weight, I also wanted to look good afterwards. I wanted to build a nice looking physique, which was muscular and toned. I did chest on one day, then back and biceps, then I did a day for my arms, shoulder and triceps, and then I did a leg day, and then I repeated. While weightlifting, I focused on hypertrophy training, meaning every time I was doing an exercise, I was trying to lift more weight I did in the previous set. And these exercises were usually 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. And then each week, I would try to lift more than I did the previous week. Although the weightlifting was fun, and it aided in my weight loss, that was not the key to losing weight. You're gonna hate me for mentioning this, but the key thing in the gym for my weight loss was cardio. And you're gonna hate me even more for mentioning that my cardio of choice was the stair stepper. This machine helped me shed fat. Every day after weightlifting, I would spend 20 minutes on the stair stepper at a pace between 80 to 90 steps per minute. This would help me burn about 300 calories per session. If you're not gonna weightlift, that's fine, but you should definitely do some cardio to help with your weight loss. Because from my experience, the stair stepper helped me immensely. Just hop on for 20 minutes, put on a YouTube video or a TV show, and you're golden. Now, if you're also gonna lift weights, I highly recommend that you do cardio after lifting weights. Because if you don't and you do your cardio before, you're going to have almost no energy for lifting any weights. Now, for things that I would take before and after the gym. Before the gym, I take G Fuel. Now, this isn't necessarily a pre-workout, but it has enough caffeine to run me through a workout. If you're gonna pick up G Fuel, I highly recommend Hype Sauce. It's my favorite flavor, and if you do pick some up, please use code HUCK. It'll save you 20% and it'll help me out. For my post-workouts, I didn't depend on this, but if I wasn't going to have a high-protein meal at home, I would make sure to have a protein shake. I would make myself a protein shake with Ghost Oreo protein, which comes with 25 grams of protein per serving, and I usually have it with a cup of milk, which adds about 8 more grams. My protein shake ends up coming to about 253 calories and 33 grams of protein due to the added milk. Chapter 2. Calorie Deficit. This is the most important part of losing weight. You must be in a calorie deficit, meaning you have to consume less calories than you are burning. Once you start eating at a deficit, then your body will start using your fat storage as an energy source. It's basic science, and this contributes to 90% of your weight loss. First, we need to find out how to calculate how many calories you need to consume, because for everyone, this will be different. Now, I use this TDEE calculator. I'll have it linked in the description, but basically all you have to do is fill out your information and it'll tell you how many calories you need to consume. So what you do is you put in your age, you put in your gender, you put in your height, I'm 6'1", you put in your weight, I'm 200 pounds right now, and activity, I exercise about 4 to 5 times a week. My total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE, is 2851, meaning if I eat 2,851 calories, I will maintain my weight. Now, the great part about this website is that it also tells you how many calories you need to eat to lose weight. So if I want to take a mild weight loss, I need to eat 2,600. Regular weight loss, about a pound a week, I need to eat 2,300. And for extreme weight loss, about 2 pounds per week, I need to eat 1,851 calories. Obviously, the greater the deficit, the faster the weight loss. However, I don't recommend you going too low, because if you do, it's not very healthy and you're gonna feel terrible as you won't have enough energy throughout the day. When I was going through my weight loss, I was eating about 2,000 calories per day, and that put me at just enough deficit to lose weight at a healthy pace. Now, tracking these calories actually isn't that hard. I used an app called MyFitnessPal for the first few months. First, you put in your calorie requirements. For example, right now I'm doing a 1,500 calorie cut, and then after every meal, you track what you just ate. So for example, today I just had 3 chicken leg quarters. So I'm gonna go over here and log in my lunch. So I had 3 of these, so I'll put 3 servings in, and I had a cup of rice. So there you go, 1 cup of rice. As you can see, I had 845 calories for lunch, and now I only have 672 calories remaining. Now, I used this app for the first 2 months, but then after a while, it became a habit because I was basically eating the same foods over and over again, so I could mentally count what I was eating. The good part about tracking your calories is that eventually this will become a habit. I now look at the calories of basically everything that I eat before I consume it to make sure that it fits in my diet. The foods that I ate were also very important. I made sure they were high in protein and low in calories. I usually didn't eat any breakfast. My breakfast usually consists of just coffee. I would also typically just have one big meal, which would be right after the gym, which is either chicken with some rice or vegetables or salmon. And then of course I'd have multiple days where I just eat what my mom cooked. And being in a Pakistani household, the food usually isn't that high in protein and it's quite oily and it's pretty high in calories. So to counter that, I'll just eat less of it. I also have a sweet tooth. And as you know, sweets contain a lot of calories. So I combated this craving with diet sodas. My favorite drink right now is Pepsi Zero Sugar, but a Coke Zero does just fine. And of course, you'd have the occasional snacking too, but you have to be smart about it. If you can't afford it in your calories, don't take it. This is when discipline comes into play. But my point in all this is that you can eat whatever you want as long as you are in a calorie deficit. If you are eating in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. Tracking your progress. Tracking your progress is important because you need to know if whether or not you're doing is working or not. If it's not, you'll have to do some adjustments like eating less calories or being more active. Here's how I tracked my progress. Every day after I woke up and had my morning bathroom break, I took off all my clothes and weighed myself. And I would do this at the exact same time every single day. This was because I weighed the lowest at this point in time, and it would give me a better idea if I was losing weight or not. And then once I tracked my weight, I once again would track it all on MyFitnessPal. Not only did I put in my weight, but as you can see, I also took daily progress pictures. Now your weight fluctuates daily, meaning you might weigh more the next day despite eating less calories. This is due to many underlying factors. This is why it's important not to let your daily weight affect your mood. Rather than seeing your weight decrease daily, you should see if you're losing weight on a weekly basis instead. So from one Monday to the next Monday. If you see a consistent drop in weight weekly, then you're doing something right. This is why I like MyFitnessPal a lot, because it gives you a graph to show you exactly how much weight you're losing and if you're on the right path. The benefits of weight loss. Now, these are things that I notice and things that I think you will notice too once you go through your weight loss. Your life literally changes once you go from obese to a normal weight. First of all, I feel amazing now. I feel very comfortable in my own skin. I feel I can move a lot more. I feel like I have more energy and my brain isn't so foggy all the time. Also, since I'm not carrying 60 pounds of dead weight anymore, I feel so much lighter and I can do so many different movements. I can do a pull-up now. I even recently started picking up skateboarding, which I couldn't do when I was fat. Secondly, I keep getting compliments from people who know me, and that certainly boosts my ego and makes me so much more confident. I feel like I don't have to worry so much about how much I look anymore, and I don't really feel shy approaching strangers. And best of all, my clothes start to fit me better. In fact, I went from wearing XL shirts to now wearing large shirts. Because my clothes started fitting better, I actually have fun shopping now. I genuinely enjoy going out to the mall, going to buy new clothes and trying on new fits. Gone are the days of me just wearing the same old hoodies. Except I'm wearing one right now, but that's beside the point. Although it's not the greatest, I kind of have a sense of fashion now. And now this last one's kind of a bit for the guys, but since I've lost more weight, I feel like my testosterone has skyrocketed. I feel so much more masculine now. Now, there are plenty other benefits of losing weight, but these are some of the ones that I noticed right off the bat. And these all alone make it so much more worth it to lose weight. Oh dude, this bench is so wet. I gotta sit here for the video. I'll explain why it's important. It's so wet. This bench is important though. If you made it this far into the video, I'm happy for you, because that tells me you want to take your weight loss seriously. And now it's finally time for you guys to hear my story. Now, I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I like keeping my personal life as private as possible, but I'm gonna explain as much as I can. All right, so towards the end of 2022, I got my heart broken. And when I mean broken, it was shattered. I never felt worse in my life. I was depressed. I was anxious. I couldn't sleep. Worst of all, I had zero appetite. I could not eat, and I couldn't hold my emotions in. So every night at around 10 p.m., I would leave the house and I would go walk in the neighborhood for like 30-40 minutes. I would just walk, and then by the time I was done walking, I would come over here onto this bench, this exact spot, and I would just cry. This went on for probably about like 2 months, until one day I realized, oh, I've lost 30 pounds. One, because I wasn't eating, and two, because I was walking like almost a mile every single day. And yeah, I lost 30 pounds, but this was alarming because it wasn't a healthy way to lose weight. And since it wasn't healthy, I knew I had to change myself around. I had all this negative energy built up inside of me from being hurt so bad, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I was done being sad, I was done being depressed, I wanted to move on with my life. And then I realized I felt sad and depressed because I simply didn't love myself. And then out of nowhere, one day, I discovered self-improvement. It is an art or movement, I don't even know what it is. It's like an art of becoming the best version of yourself. And this really captivated me because I really wanted to change my life around, so I looked into it. And there are many habits that fall into self-improvement, but one of which obviously was going to the gym. And since I had so much negative energy built up inside of me, I realized rather than letting that energy hold me down and make me sad all the time, why don't I use that energy and convert it into something greater? So I decided I was gonna use all this negative energy into the gym. And let me tell you, those first few months of the gym, I had some of the greatest workouts of my life. That negative energy fueled so many of my workouts. It didn't even matter. I didn't even have to eat anything. I didn't have to have any pre-workout. I had so much just anger, and I keep saying this term, but negative energy built up inside of me that I just used it to lift some weights, man. And it felt really good. I was so motivated to never feel this pain ever again that I pretty much like never missed a day in the gym. If I needed a rest day for my muscles, I would just do cardio instead. I never missed a day. And what started as me going to the gym just to not feel sad ended up me hitting PRs every month. And then the next thing you know, I've lost enough weight to where I'm learning how to do a pull-up. And then eventually I finally actually do a pull-up. And then next thing you know, not only am I doing one pull-up, but I'm doing like 5 pull-ups. And then I'm back in the gym playing basketball with my brothers again because I can finally move a lot more. My knees don't hurt as much anymore. Instead of wearing t-shirts and hoodies to the gym, I'm wearing tank tops to the gym. I never thought I'd see the day where I'm wearing tank tops to the gym. It's like, I want to see my pump actually working, so I wear a tank top now. And I mean, like, after you're wearing tank tops in the gym, there's no going back. The gym basically became a second home for me. It was where I could go for an hour of my day away from my responsibilities, away from all the BS that's happening in my life or around the world, a place where I can just focus on myself and my body. And the gym basically became my therapy. There's a lot more work to be done, but 2023 was one of the hardest years of my life, and I think I did good. I think I accomplished a lot of what I wanted to do this year. It's crazy, like a year ago today, I would have been sitting here crying. Instead, I'm here filming a video about how I lost 62 pounds, and we're about to hit like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am the happiest I've ever been in a long time. This is more away from the weight loss stuff, but I accomplished a lot of goals that I wanted to this year. I made a lot of new friends. I discovered a new niche here on YouTube with my food review content. I made a lot more money this year than I did last year. I traveled a lot. I went to Pakistan twice. I went to New York, I went to Las Vegas. I think I can confidently say I changed my life around, and I can confidently say that I love myself. I said I wasn't gonna cry and I didn't cry. Let's go, baby. Please like the video, it'll help me immensely, and subscribe for more. Thanks, guys. I love you all.